making our Christmas memory.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leanne and this is Leanne's Life. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I asked you guys on Instagram what kind of questions you had for me. I was going to do a Q&A and rap with me, but then I just realized my daughters might watch these videos and I don't want them to see what I got them. So, and that's the majority of the presents. So I just decided to, don't you wish this was actually happening outside? It did a few days ago, but that is not my backyard scene. Wouldn't that be beautiful though? That's just on YouTube. But so I'm just gonna sit here and chat with you for a while. I have my cozy blanket, I have my coffee, and I am just going to answer some of the questions that I got on YouTube or on Instagram. First thing I want to do is introduce myself, especially if you're new to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome again. My name is Leanne. I am a 48-year-old mother of two, single mom of two. I got married back in 95, had my first daughter in 96. And so I had Cassie when now she's 20, going to be 24 in a couple of weeks. Can you believe that? Oh my goodness. And then I had my second daughter, Elizabeth, in 2000. And so she is 20. She just turned 20 in August. My oldest is graduated from college. First, I was married for 10 years. My oldest graduated from college and she has her teaching degree. My youngest is away out of state at school down south in South Carolina. She is going for communications. So she is halfway through her junior year, which I just can't believe how quickly my girls have grown up. Yeah. So I live in Western Pennsylvania near the city of Pittsburgh. And that's just a little bit about me. I still work full time. Have been single since my divorce. I was married 10 years. But other than that, like I said, I work full time and do YouTube. I love doing YouTube. I don't care I do care personally because I have goals, but YouTube is just a creative outlet for me. I love to cook. So, that is what my channel is mainly focusing around, is cooking, food, recipes. So if you enjoy that kind of lifestyle, grocery hauls, shopping hauls, a little bit of decorate with me. So if you like that kind of content and you're new, make sure to subscribe. It would mean the world to me. But let me just jump right in onto the questions. I do have them written down because I use my phone to video and all of the information is on the phone on Instagram. So first question, what's the weather like where you're at? So again, it's not like this, but it was like this on December 1st. It snowed about 6 to 8 inches on December 1st. It's in my Vlogmas. I think it's Vlogmas Day 2. I'll link my Vlogmas down below. I am doing Vlogmas all month of December, all the way up until Christmas morning. So, but it did snow 6 to 8 inches. It was beautiful. I love the first snowfall. Don't love driving in it at all. So if I can stay home and it snows, it can snow all day long. It can snow 24 inches. I wouldn't care. But if I have to drive in it, no, I don't want that. I worry more about people driving than myself driving because I can drive in snow. But I just don't like driving in it. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. It is still cold though here. It's in the 30s, about 30s, high 20s, low or 30-ish. It's cold and wet. It's Western Pennsylvania. It's cold and wet. And the snow has melted. It's already gone. So it's nice while it lasted. Next question. It's a two-parter. Favorite place you have traveled to? So I have traveled, I think, kind of a lot. Not too many people get the opportunity to travel. But when I was 9 years old, I traveled to Slovakia for 3 weeks. My mom and my mom's mom were born in what was Czechoslovakia, but now it's the Slovakia side. So there's Slovakia and there's Czech Republic, which was one Czechoslovakia. My family is from the Slovakia side. So I was 9 years old when I traveled there. I remember a little bit. I mean, it's beautiful. The city of Prague, I remember being so beautiful. The old buildings, the architecture. I remember from the town, we stayed at a couple of different places, but we stayed in the town where my grandmother grew up, I believe. And I think it was from that town. Again, I mean, my memory is a little clouded since I was 9, but I remember seeing a castle up on the hill, and it was beautiful, and I wanted to go visit it. Well, we never did. But we did get to go to Prague, and the little towns are, back then, were still very rural. They had outhouses when I was 9 years old. They had indoor plumbing, but they didn't have a bathroom inside. You had to go outside to go to the bathroom. They had running water, like to cook and stuff like that. But it was definitely an experience. I loved going there, but I don't remember much. But I would have to say maybe that was my favorite place, just from the pictures and the little bit of memory that I had. I've been to Vegas a couple of times. I've been to Mexico a couple of times. When we went to Mexico, of course, we stayed in like the Cancun, Playa del Carmen, I think that is what it's called, area, the resort area. But we also traveled inside into Mexico, and we went and visited Chichen Itza. It is a Mayan pyramid. My ex-husband climbed it all the way to the top, and when there was no way I was doing that. I am afraid of heights, but the steps are very, very narrow, so you had to climb in a diagonal up like this way, so you didn't fall off the pyramid. No, he climbed it. I didn't do it. No way. Obviously, Mexico is beautiful. Been on a couple of cruises. I went on a cruise for my honeymoon, and then we went on a cruise, me and my ex. It was like a work trip or a work thing that he won. So we went on a cruise. We've been to Puerto Rico. We've been to St. Thomas, St. John, Trinidad, Tobago. Where else? I wrote these down because I didn't want to forget. Aruba. So, I mean, I have to say cruising is my favorite type of vacation because you have everything. You have the pool. You can go out and do excursions. You can go out on a beach on an island. You can go and visit and do tours on the island. You have everything. You have the nightlife. You have the casinos. You have everything all in one spot, which is amazing, right? It's a full experience. You can shop. You can do everything. And I would say that's my favorite type of vacation is cruising. I don't know if I have a favorite though. So I've been up and down the East Coast from New England all the way down to Key West. Key West was when I was younger. All the beaches up and down the East Coast. My dad owns a timeshare. So from when I was little up until now, my parents still go to Myrtle Beach in Florida and to the Smoky Mountains and all of this stuff, the Poconos. So I've had the opportunity to travel up and down the East Coast, which is very nice. And I've been to Disney probably at least 8 times or more. I love Disney. My children love Disney. If you could ask me to a place to go in the United States, where would you want to go? It's Disney. It doesn't matter. I don't care about California, Arizona. I don't care about Colorado. Which I would love to do, though. I would love to do a cross-country trip, and I also would love to travel across Canada from one side to the other. I just think that would be beautiful. And Alaska would be beautiful, too, but I just love to travel. Can you tell? I'm rambling. So that goes, where would I like to travel? That was the second part to this question. All over the United States, all over Canada, all over Europe. So how about the whole world? If I had unlimited resources and unlimited means, I would just travel. I would have a 1-bedroom or a studio apartment, and I would just travel. That's what I love to do. So, next question, my favorite Christmas movie. I'd have to say Christmas Vacation is my number one. It is the funniest. It's the most, I don't know, just Christmas Vacation is the best. Home Alone is the best too, you have to admit. But the classics, I would say A Wonderful Life is my favorite classic movie, Christmas movie. Next one, my 2021 goals. So you always have goals for yourself, right? I don't know. This is a hard one for me. Not a hard one. I wouldn't say it's hard. I do want to get back into eating healthier and losing some more weight. 2020 was really good up until COVID. Well, I shouldn't say up until COVID. Probably a few months into COVID, and then everything just went downhill. I was on Weight Watchers. I was doing a lot of Weight Watchers videos here too on this channel. So if you're still here from that, thank you for sticking around with me. But I would like to get back into that. So that is one of my goals of 2021. I had booked last Christmas a cruise to take with my daughters, both of them, plural. But COVID hit. It was supposed to happen in April, and we didn't go, obviously, because of COVID. So I would hope that the climate of this country will change and we can get that booked again for this year or the beginning of next year. So we'll see. And I have a lot of YouTube goals, obviously. I don't want to share all of those goals with you, but I would just love to, as a basic comment, to grow my channel. I love doing this. I said that earlier in the beginning of this video. I love doing these videos. At first, it was very nerve-wracking for me. But now I've gotten so comfortable, and I just love creating videos. I love cooking. I love creating videos. Maybe one day I was throwing around doing an ebook cookbook. If anybody would be interested in something like that with some of my unique recipes, my personal recipes that I've made over the last couple of years here on YouTube. If you're interested in that, comment below. I would love to do an ebook. I don't know if I could do a whole cookbook right now, but that could be a goal also. But an ebook would work. I have that goal. So someone asked about my dogs. So I have 2 dogs. I have the family dog, Snickers. She is 11, almost 12 years old. She is a Yorkie, and she's sleeping on the couch back there. I call her my old lady. She's starting to walk slower, jump off the couch slower, just move around slower, and not eat as much. It's pretty sad. But she is our dog. And she's a wonderful dog. I absolutely love her. And she always barks when I start to video. I have to start and stop my videos constantly. She wants to be in them. She sleeps with me every night. She's my puppy. She's definitely my puppy. And then we also, which is my daughter's dog, we have Sully. Sully is 1.5 years, and she is an energetic puppy, to say the least. She lives with my daughter down in college, but obviously comes home when my daughter comes home. She's 1.5 years, and she is a teddy bear puppy, which is a Shih Tzu Maltese mix. She is a beautiful puppy. Her fur is so soft, but she is definitely still a puppy and ornery. And she's made holes in my wall and holes in my carpet, has eaten all of my electrical cords, but I love her. So those are the 2 dogs that we have. Someone asked, what do I do for work? I work for a nonprofit mental health organization here in Western Pennsylvania. I am a supervisor of administration. So I supervise what we call site assistants, but they're administrative assistants. And I supervise them in 1, 2, 3, 4, gonna be 5 different locations. So I have a staff of about 1, 2, I have to count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a staff of 5 over 7 different locations because there are a couple that overlap locations. They go to different locations. That's why it seems weird with that. But anyways, supervisor of administration. When COVID hit, I got to come home and work from home and do telework, which is wonderful. So we're a nonprofit mental health organization. We work with children and adults. We work with children with autism also. We have if you're from Western Pennsylvania, you might know whenever I start talking about this, but we also have a couple of schools for behavioral health, children who have behavioral issues. So they go to our schools. And when COVID hit, I got to come home and work from home, which I absolutely love. I do go into the office probably a couple times a week. I travel to the different offices too. So for the majority of the time I am home, but I do travel to the offices, and that's what I do. I like it. I've been there. I've been with this organization for close to 9 years now. About 9 years. Yeah. It's like home. It really is. Someone asked, what's my favorite cooking show? So way back when Rachel Ray was very popular and Emeril Lagasse and all of that, and my children were younger, we would watch the Food Network and we would watch those shows, especially Rachel Ray. So a little side story, I know I've said this before, maybe one time on my channel, but if you're new, my youngest daughter, Elizabeth, I don't know if I said her name before. My youngest daughter, Elizabeth, we call her Lizzie or Liz. She loves to cook. So when I used to cook, her and I would watch the Food Network all the time. We would watch the Food Network and the Weather Channel. She wanted to be a weather girl for the longest time. But we would watch the Food Network all the time, and she loved Rachel Ray. So she would play Rachel Ray in the kitchen with me. And so when I cooked, I would give her like a few bits of food or stuff or a little bit of seasoning, and she would sit on the counter. She would have her bowl. She would mix it all up. It was not edible, but she just loved to be in the kitchen. And to this day, she loves to cook. She is an excellent cook. When she comes home, she cooks my meals all the time. And that's why whenever she's home, I don't get very many videos out, which I need to video her. I really, really do, because everybody would love her. She's great. So anyways, that's a little bit backstory. That's why my daughter is great at cooking. She can go off of a recipe and make it her own, sort of like what I do. I use a recipe as a template, and I just mix and match what I like, the flavors we like, the things we like, and I just use it as a template. So, but okay, I always get off on a tangent, don't I? So my favorite cooking show way back when was Rachel Ray. I wrote this down because I didn't want to forget. But I personally love Guy Fieri right now and Bobby Flay. Those are my two. Guy Fieri, I would have to say, I love his shows and his cooking. Bobby's, I like his cooking because he has the same flavor profiles, the Tex-Mex, that kind of Southwestern flavors that I like. But I like Guy Fieri's personality. To watch him it's enjoyable. So that's what I like to watch. And the last question. Who do I like to watch on YouTube? Oh, there's so many. So somebody asked this, and I don't want to guess your age, and I don't want to call you out. So you said in the question that you want to watch, you're gravitating more towards channels that are your age or older. I don't want to guesstimate your age. You didn't give me your age, so I don't want to assume, because a lot of people don't think I'm 48. So I'm just going to go off of what I like to watch. Okay. So if you're younger than me, bless you. Trust me. So I'm going to start with the smaller YouTube channels, under 100,000. Oh, and I wrote these down because I didn't want to forget, and I totally put them backwards. Okay. So the smaller YouTube channels, I like Home with Haley. I like Fallon from Moss Family TV. I just love their family. Their family is just so, I don't know. I don't want to say pure. That's the wrong word. Their family is just, first of all, her husband is hysterical. If you want a good laugh, you better watch that channel and watch when he's on, because he's hysterical. The kids are just so sweet, and she's very sweet, and she's like a person that you would be friends with in everyday life. I just, that's what I feel. So I like watching her. She does a lot of cooking, lifestyle videos, grocery hauls, stuff like that. Home with Haley, she has a younger family and she does the same thing. She was on Weight Watchers. That's how I found her. And she has young children. She's pregnant, but she does lifestyle. These are basically all lifestyle / cooking channels that I watch. I like Mandy in the Making. Who doesn't? If you don't know who she is, you better find her. She is the queen of What's for Dinners. Jen from Cook, Clean, and Repeat. I love to watch her. Jessica O'Donoghue. I love to watch her. And then a newer channel that I found is called The Thornton Life. I think she has around 15,000 subscribers. I don't know. She does a lot of cleaning motivation and stuff like that. And her family, I think she has 2 channels. So The Thornton Life actually might be their vlogging channel. So I've just started watching that. I don't think I've watched her cleaning channel yet. But some bigger channels that I watch is Kim from The Wads. She does a lot of cooking, cleaning, and grocery hauls. There's another channel. If you want a good laugh, she is hysterical. My daughter, actually, youngest daughter, Liz, she watches a lot of YouTube too. And she's gotten into some of the channels that I watch. And she absolutely loves The Wads, Kim at The Wads. Summers in Alaska. I love watching them. Bree from Bits of Bree. She's just, to me, iconic. She is, I just love that channel. Jen Chapin and Old World Home. She does Vlogmas a lot. So does Jen Chapin's doing Vlogmas. Summers in Alaska is doing Vlogmas. And Moss Family TV is a daily vlogger, so she posts every day, no matter if it's Vlogmas or not. But yeah, those are some of my favorite channels right now. I mean, I watch a ton more. And I would say that the only ones that I watch consistently, the only one I watch consistently is Bits of Brie, to be honest. But whenever the other ones pop up, I watch them too. I mean, who can watch all of the YouTube channels, right? All of our favorites. There's so many. You can't pick. You really, really can't pick. So those are some of my favorites right now. There was one more and I forgot, and I just was looking over my notes. My favorite Christmas tradition and memory. So when I was married, my ex-husband has a big family on his mom's side, and we would do Christmas Eve with them, and then we would do Christmas morning at home, and then we would go to his grandma's, and then his dad's mom's, and then my parents. And I loved that, even though we still had a Christmas morning at home. So we had that tradition. It was always waking up, Santa came, opening up the presents. We loved that. Even though we had all these different places to go, I loved it. I loved visiting family, and just having, spending time. So that is a good memory. I do miss that because now it's just me and my girls and my parents. That's it. I'm an only child. Both of my parents are only children. My grandparents are passed away. I have no aunts or uncles, first cousins. I have cousins in Europe and I have cousins in Canada. That's it. My girls still travel, obviously, to the different places, but that's one thing I do miss. But the whole tradition is going to my parents and spending the day and having Christmas over there. And Christmas morning is always very special here. In the mornings, it's a little different than it used to be, but that's okay. It's still wonderful. But that is all for today. Thank you everyone for watching. And I hope you got to learn a little bit more about me, and I will see you in my next video, everyone. Bye-bye.
Oh, 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 da 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 da, making our Christmas memory.